What is up, Podheads? Today we have the Rockford Fosgate P165S1 component set. Speaker comes in at $160 a pair and 60 watts RMS. Pretty neat little speaker, plastic poly something cone, cast basket. And the weird thing about this is that the crossover is actually built into the basket. So yeah, I wanted to test the tweeter by itself, but I'm going to have to do that without the included crossover because there isn't one because it's inside the speaker itself. But yeah, let's take a look and see if this thing punches us. So in order to limit the low end distortion on this speaker, I set a high pass crossover of 96 hertz. The speaker plays fairly well, I'd say from about 100 hertz or so up to 8200 hertz. I'm not sure how the crossover plays into that, but it's built into the speaker, so this is what the mid-range plays. Overall frequency response it's okay, fairly somewhat flat. There is a large hole here at 690 hertz, and a couple peaks and valleys going on throughout the rest of the frequency range. It requires 1/4 of a watt to reach 90 decibels. Distortion at 90 decibels is pretty good. Everything's under 2%, not too bad for a reasonable listening experience. It requires 33 watts in order to reach 110 decibels, and 110 decibels distortion for the most part stays well under 10%, except for this wild area going on here at 740 hertz, which is denoted by that drop in the frequency response. And it also shows up in the impedance graph as a fairly large blip. And cranking it up to the RMS value of 60 watts, it does have an output of about 112 decibels. Distortion at the RMS value creeps above 10%, except for that huge peak right there at about the 700 hertz mark. So the Rockford Fosgate P165S1 component set. I haven't had a chance to test the tweeter yet since it has the crossover and stuff built into it. I got to figure out how to do that. But other than that, man, this is not the first Rockford Fosgate I've had. I've had subs and amps and speakers and all kinds of stuff, man. I love Rockford Fosgate stuff. Overall, I think it's a pretty good performer. It plays low enough decently. The frequency response is not terrible. Distortion stays okay, except for that drop in the response at the 700 hertz mark. But yeah, man, she's punchy. Boosh.